I am Robin.
I'm Cody.
And this is a new thing that we are starting out because we have so many things in mind that we just want to share with everyone. First and foremost, just a little introductory. Again, Robin, Cody. We have two kids that you will see quite often.
Yeah. The channel is going to kind of revolve around us being with our kids. So,
as well as like some other things too when it comes to travel agency too, which we'll get into in just a second. We have two kids though. They are 19 months apart. So we did have, we just got out of the 2 under 2 for about 5 months-ish. What a wild ride. If you are anyone with kids, young kids especially, and you are planning Disney trips, this is going to be great for you. I have many different tips for you. We have done Disney with our son first. We didn't prepare.
No, we weren't prepared at all. And that's kind of the basis around starting a channel like this, is because there's a ton of resources and videos and research that you can do as Disney adults. But there's not near as much about being a Disney adult trying to bring your kids along into this lifestyle as well. So that's kind of why we wanted to start the channel, so that we can kind of showcase what it's like being Disney parents instead of just Disney adults.
And so just to tell you a little bit, so I've been a travel agent since 2019. That has now, like 6 years almost. I think this year is my 6th year doing it. And so I've gotten a lot of like the same questions when it comes to, what to pack, all the types of things with your kids, and like as adults traveling, what you want to do, what restaurants you want to do, how do you set up a room, all kinds of things, to where it got to a point where I was sending voice messages like constantly, and I love doing that for my clients. I absolutely still will do that for my clients, but I think this just provides me of a way, like I can say, hey, go watch this video. You can see how we would set up a room. We have 2 cruises booked, and like we are going to be showcasing like what that looks like how to set up like with a pack and play, diaper genies, all the things. So you'll be able to see that as well. This one actually convinced me to become a travel agent. I did not want to. He says you're welcome, but it became, just to tell you, he was supposed to be the one that was going to be doing a lot of like the quotes. I was going to be doing the communicating. How did that go?
You're doing a great job.
It just turned into me doing everything. So just to say that.
Yeah.
But another thing, I have been a Disney fan always. He likes to claim he's a Disney fan. When he was young, he was like a Disney World fan, but you had not seen Cinderella. You had not seen like any of like the classic movies. I think you had seen Lion King, because that was like our first movie we ever watched together. But you did not remember that movie when we watched it together.
Not near as much. I don't know why, but like whenever I was a kid,
he was boring.
Right before we went to Disney World for the first time when I was in maybe 6th grade. And so going to Disney World, and that was my jam. I was all about that. But when it came to watching the Disney Channel, I was more of a Nickelodeon guy. I didn't Cartoon Network. I knew of the Disney Channel shows. I didn't watch a whole lot of them, especially as I got older, closer to high school. I certainly didn't watch the Disney Channel. But after meeting and getting together with this one in 2011, she has converted me into a full-fledged Disney nerd. So I'm here. I'm along for the ride.
It happens, guys. So look, if you have the husband out there, because I know many of you do, I get that question all the time. Like, my husband's not a Disney fan. How do I convince him to go? It can happen. Just take them there. Like, honestly, his biggest thing, probably take him on a Disney cruise. Like, that's going to be our biggest thing.
That's a game
We'll
changer.
get into all that, because I'm sure we could go on and on about that. But so another thing with us too is, so like he mentioned, we've been together since 2011. We got married in 2017, but then in 2018, on our 1-year anniversary, we purchased Disney Vacation Club member points. Mm-hmm. And that's been probably our game changer ever since. That's kind of how we've been able to go so often. We do not live in Florida. We live in Louisiana. So it's kind of a trek for us, which is another thing we will be sharing also on this channel. Like,
road trip.
Yes, we tend to drive. We do plan to fly probably a few times, but mainly we're driving the 12 hours. And we say 12 hours. It's probably a 10-hour drive, but it takes us usually about...
Yeah, we switch time zones along the way. So going there, it always takes an hour longer than it does coming back. But yeah, so it's like a 10 and a half, 11-hour drive road time. But then you got to factor in the time change.
And then with the kids too, you gotta think
stop.
about the kids.
Yeah.
I think when we took our first trip with our son, it was like an 8-hour drive, and it took us 14.
Yeah, something like that.
That was our first time. That was our first time. So what we're trying to do with those videos is to avoid you having to do that for your first time. Because,
Absolutely.
oh wow, that was just a long day, and we don't need that anymore. Now granted, this next trip that we go on, this will be our first time having 2 kids.
Yeah.
So
you'll be along for the ride with us.
Yeah, who knows?
We're going to learn together.
We'll see how that goes. So another thing, we, like I said back in the beginning, I am a travel agent, so the main purpose of this channel is to showcase our vlogs, just to show real in time, what it looks like to do all these things. But also I want to showcase different things on how to book your vacation. So what it takes leading up to your vacation. I book for a lot of clients who are complete beginners when it comes to booking a Disney trip. I'm talking what is a monorail type of beginner. So that's the type of thing that you're going to see a lot of some of those type of videos as well, just so that way I'm able to point my clients into the right direction on when it comes to which hotels to stay at, and as well as explaining the dining plan, things like that. My favorite though is how to book online when it comes to your dining reservation. So you'll see all kinds of things like that. And anything else that you can think of when it comes to that part?
I'm kind of like we said, we joined DVC in 2018. And I'm kind of the Disney Vacation Club nerd. I kind of nerd out about how to navigate points and which, contracts to use and which places to stay, DVC. So a lot of that information you'll probably get from me. She's not near as interested in that type of thing. As long as we get to go to Disney World, she's cool with it.
And he books the rooms I like. So other than that,
yeah.
I'm good. I just like certain rooms. I will brag on him. He did figure out, he does a lot of the research on this past trip we went on. No, not this past trip. It's the one before that. We stayed at Copper Creek, which is our home resort. And he was able to snag us the fireworks view room. And so because our son was 9 months at the time, so we just were we're not going to do any of the parks and stuff. We just kind of hung out. And we were able to watch the fireworks from our room. Our son got to see them. And so that was it was a really cool experience. And so anyway, so he knows how to do that. He's also the history buff,
If you need trivia, I'm your guy.
Yeah, this is, you'll see that. I'm not, so basically I am the child at heart here. And then this one is the
Curmudgeon.
old man.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm the curmudgeon. I'm the Disney curmudgeon.
Okay. If you see, we also have our golden retriever. His name is Sully off of Monsters, Inc. He is a huge part of all of our things as well. He may be in some of these at-home videos, but we do not take him along with us. So if you hear him in the background, he is wanting to say hello. If you would come over here, though, dude. But another thing we wanted to share, well, let's see. Let's get him.
Hey, come
If you can see his little, I say little, he's a 90-pound golden retriever.
Yeah.
Oh, bud.
He's our Sully monster.
Yeah, he is our Sully monster. We call him Sully Monster. He was our first baby, so he is just a big part of our lives. Anyways, so something else that I did want to share. So the name of the channel is Magic Begins Within, because something that we have realized over many, many trips is that truly the trip begins with you. You are the one who's put in the work. You are the one who's booked the vacation and everything. It's all going to be based on how you go into this. If you are expecting things to be, oh, I'm not looking forward to the long lines, I'm not looking forward to the heat, you're going to have a miserable time. But if you're someone who's let's just go have fun. I just want to make the memories, enjoy the trip. I promise you, those little inconveniences that come up, they're not going to bother you near as much. I am very type A. I like everything to be planned. I like a planner, color coding, all the things. But I'll tell you, that kind of goes out the window when it comes to a Disney trip, especially with kids, because everything kind of changes and you do not get to, follow a plan and everything. And this one, actually, that one trip, you had laid it all out. Like, you want to share that? Like,
no, I learned really quick. So the first trip that we took as DVC members, we took a big week-long vacation, and I had everything almost to the hour planned out. I knew exactly where we were dining, at what time, and what park we were going to be at, and what at the time fast passes we needed to book, and when we were going to do those. I had everything planned out on my Excel spreadsheet, and I thought it was a genius. And then we got there, and that was one of the toughest trips. I'm going to be honest, because once you get there, you can either have one of two things. You can either have the magic and the fun and the happy-go-luckiness that is Disney World, or you can have your plan. And you can't really have both. So that's kind of where the name kind of came from. The magic begins within. It begins with you. And if you bring your magic there, it'll be a magical time. It's the most magical place on earth, but I promise you, if you don't bring your magic...
You can make it very stressful. You can make it a bad time. We have walked by many parents and many... not even parents too, that were just like, and I'm not gonna lie, we have gotten at each other in parks before as well. And so one big thing we have realized is, like, we have to eat.
We'll get hangry.
We can't go very long, and you'll see from, like, when we do our travels, you will see that we will make sure that we get food in us. I am someone who apparently just, if I don't have that, it all starts with us bickering at each other. Like, that just happens. But anyway, we've seen many people just, like, arguing, and they're like, oh no, we have to go all the way over there and be there for this time. And I'm just like, yeah, we don't do that anymore. We're just like, no, we can't. It doesn't work out for it to be as magical as you want it to be.
Right.
And so that's just a little bit about why we created this channel, what this is going to be about. We just wanted to do a simple, short introductory video on what you can find here, in case, you ever come across one of our other videos. You can see who we are, meet us. Again, you will see our kids later on too. They will be in a lot of more of our, like, actual trip vlogs. They're not going to be in the Disney travel ones where I'm discussing, like, kind of what to do and stuff like that. But yeah. Well, again, the magic does truly begin with you. Thanks for tuning in. If you stay till the end of this video, I would love to know. If you comment the word magic, we will know that you made it. Thank you for watching.
See you in the next one.